Good morning, children. Today we are going to do the poem My Shadow by R.L. Stevenson. The writer of this poem is R.L. Stevenson. The poem consists of 4 stanzas and you can see each stanza has 4 lines. And also we can see a regular rhyming pattern in this poem. For example, me, see, head, bed. The poet of this poem is Robert Louis Stevenson. We call him as R.L. Stevenson. He was a Scottish writer. Now you can see a picture of the writer. The poem describes the excitement of a child who is fascinated by his own shadow. It also illustrates a child's imagination and the pleasure children get in ordinary things. The speaker of this poem is a little boy. In this poem, we are going to talk about a little boy's shadow and how he feels about his shadow. Let's see what is he saying about his shadow. Now we are going to discuss the poem by stanza. First stanza. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. In this stanza, the boy is talking about his shadow, and he says that the shadow is very likely to him, and also he likes to observe the shadow. The boy says that he has a little shadow that is always with him. He is excited to see how the shadow is always following him, but it always ahead of him too. In this stanza, we can see how the boy is describing about his shadow. We know that we all have a shadow, that wherever we are going, the shadow is with us. He says that I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. This boy says wherever he goes, the shadow is with him. එයා එළියට යනකොට shadow එක එයාත් එක්ක ඉන්නවා. එයා ඇතුලේ ඉන්නකොටත් එයාගේ හැවනල්ල එයාත් එක්කම ඉන්නවා. He is very like me from the heels up to the head. The boy says that the shadow is very like him. මේ හැවනල්ල එයා වගේමයි. කකුල් දෙකේ ඉඳන් ඔළුවට වෙනකම්ම මේ හැවනල්ල මම වගේමයි කියලා මේ පොඩි ළමයා කියනවා. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. Even the shadow is more likely to him. The shadow jumps into the bed before the boy jumps into the bed. අපිත් දැකලා තියෙනව නේද? අපි ඇඳට නගින්න කලින් අපේ හෙවණැල්ල ඇඳ උඩට වැටෙනවා. ඒ දේ තමයි මේ පොඩි ළමයාත් දැකලා තියෙන්නේ. Now we are going to the second stanza. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow, for he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. The boy is surprised by how the shadow grows. He says that sometimes the shadow grows faster. The boy says that the shadow is growing faster sometimes. He has used the term like this, for he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball. Here the boy says that sometimes the shadow grows like a India rubber ball. ඉන්දියා රබර් බෝල් එකක් උඩ දැම්මම කොච්චර උඩ යනවද කියලා අපි දන්නවනේ. මේ බෝයි කියනවා එයාගේ හෙවණැල්ලත් සමහර වෙලාවට ගොඩාක් දිගයිලු. ගොඩාක් උසට පේනවලු. And he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. ඒ සමහර වෙලාවට it is small that it is not to seen at all. සමහර වෙලාවට ඒ හෙවණැල්ල හරිම පොඩි අපිට දැක ගන්නවත් බැරි තරමට. The third stanza. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me, he's a coward, you can see. I think shame to stick to Nanny as that shadow sticks to me. Here the boy says that a shadow doesn't know the normal kids are out to play and have fun. Here the boy says that පිරිමි ළමයා පොඩි ළමයා කියනවා මේ හෙවණැල්ල කිසිම දැනීමක් නැහැ පොඩි ළමයෙක් කොහොමද සෙල්ලම් කරන්න ඕන කියලා. Now the boy is complaining about the shadow. එයා කියනවා මේ සාමාන්‍ය ළමයෙක් සෙල්ලම් කරලා සතුටින් ඉන්න ඕනි කියන එක මේ shadow එක දන්නේ නැහැ. He says that the shadow doesn't know how to behave like a normal kid. සාමාන්‍ය ළමයෙක් විදියට හැසිරෙන්නවත් මේ shadow එක දන්නේ නැහැ. He says that the shadow is making him fool. මේ ළමයා හිතනවා මේ shadow එක හෙවණැල්ල මාව මෝඩයෙක් කරන්න තමයි හදන්නේ. He thinks that the shadow is a coward and it can't leave him. ඒ වගේම මේ පොඩි ළමයා හිතනවා මේ මගේ හෙවණැල්ල එයාට මම නැතුව ඉන්නත් බෑ මාව දාලා යන්නත් බෑ. ඒ නිසා හරියට මම මගේ නැණී එක්ක හිර වෙලා ඉන්නවා වගේ shadow එකත් මට හිර වෙලා ඉන්නවා කියලා මේ boy හිතනවා. I think shame to stick to Nanny as that shadow sticks to me. මෙයා ළමයා හිතනවා දැන් මම නැණී ළඟ ඉන්නකොට ගොඩක් හොඳට ඉන්නවා කීකරුව ඉන්නවා වගේ මේ shadow එකත් මම ළඟ හිර වෙලා ඉන්නවා කියලා. Now let's see the fourth stanza, the last stanza of the poem. One morning, very early before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. One early morning, the boy got up early in the morning and he was looking through his window. He saw that flowers are blooming and all the environment is very beautiful. But he sees that his lazy shadow is still lying on his bed. මේ ළමයා දැන් උදේ නැගිටලා ලස්සනට ජනේලෙන් එළියේ පේන ලස්සන බටර් කප්ස් පිපිලා තියෙනවා ලස්සන මල් තියෙනවා ඉර නැගිලා එනවා පේනවා එයා ඒ දේවල් රස විඳින්මින් ඉන්නවා නමුත් එයා දකිනවා එයාගේ ලේසි කම්මැලි shadow එක හෙවණැල්ල තාමත් ඇඳ උඩ ඉන්නවා ඒ කියන්නේ යාට පිටිපස්සෙන් ඇඳ උඩ හෙවණැල්ල වැටිලා ඉන්න තියෙනවා ඒ නිසා the boy thinks that the lazy shadow is still sleeping. Here I have given you few questions from this poem. Try to answer these questions. I think you can answer. Who is the poet of this poem? The poet is R.L. Stevenson. Try to write full answers. What is this poem about? This poem is about a shadow. Who is the speaker of this poem? The speaker of this poem is a little boy. Where does the shadow go with the speaker? The shadow goes in and out with the speaker. Next, how is the shadow? Here in the third line, the poet says that he is very, very like me from the heels up to the head. Then the answer should be the shadow is very like to the speaker. Next question is, what is the funniest thing about the shadow? Can you find at the beginning of the second stanza? The answer is there. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Next question. How does the shadow shoot up like? You can easily find it. It is in the third line of second stanza. Like an India rubber ball. Eighth question. Was the shadow enjoying the nature with the boy early in the morning? Yes or no? No. According to the poet, the shadow was lying in the bed when the boy is enjoying the environment. Next question. List out the rhyming words out of the poem. I hope you all have seen that when we are discussing stanza by stanza, I have highlighted the rhyming patterns. Here also I will say me see, head bed, grow slow, ball all, play way, see me, up buttercup, head bed. Those are the rhyming words in this poem. Next, last question is, you'll have to draw a picture from this poem. Okay, I hope you all have understood the poem, and also you can answer these questions again by yourselves. Thank you for